My first time watching Chernobyl episode 3. Let's go ahead and watch this. Yeah, they left us off on a really big cliffhanger. Okay. Alright, good. Man, whatever I gotta do to keep that flashlight on, I'm cranking. Whew. They just out here waiting.
Is it possible that the water has already killed them?
Yes.
Wow.
If it doesn't work,
Woo. Oh, good. Oh. I'm so relieved. Oh man, but this is still sad. What they did was great, but they're gonna die.
I'm here to see my husband, Vasily Ignatenko. He's a firefighter from Chernobyl. Major Burov told me. He said...
No exceptions.
Is she about to let her pass? That's what it took? Wow.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I have a pass. I am here to see my husband, Vasily Ignatenko. He's a firefighter from Chernobyl.
I know who Ignatenko is. You can see him for 30 minutes. Not a minute more. And you cannot touch him in any way. Do you understand? You're not pregnant, are you?
No.
But she was throwing up episode 1.
Look who the cat dragged in.
Wait a minute.
There's no hiding from you, is there? Eh?
Wait a minute. Oh, no. That's a toughie. Because chances are she is pregnant. And 2, the nurse said don't touch him. But she hasn't seen her husband since the explosion, so...
Someone decided that the evacuation zone should be 30 kilometers.
it was decided.
Based on what?
I don't know.
It's really the way it all works. Uninformed, arbitrary decision that will cost who knows how many lives made by some apparatchik, some career party man.
I'm a career party man.
We have visual confirmation that the fire is nearly extinguished. There's also been a reduction in iodine-131 and cesium-137 emissions.
Good.
But the temperature is rising.
There's a spike in zirconium-95.
Meaning what?
The meltdown has begun.
Yep.
Get off him! You're hurting him!
You can't be in here.
Oh, man.
Fire's nearly out. The bubbler tanks are being drained. We have successfully eliminated the risk of a thermal explosion. The situation inside the core is deteriorating faster than anticipated. Legasov estimates a 50% chance that the fuel will breach the pad and melt down into the groundwater itself.
Oh.
The primary water supply for approximately 50 million people, not to mention crops and livestock. We're recommending we install a heat exchanger under the pad to lower the core temperature and halt the meltdown.
Please tell
And in
me.
order to do all of the liquid nitrogen in the Soviet Union.
Whatever you need, you have it. That should be clear
Yes.
by now. Anything else?
No. Thank you.
Yes, I'd like to address the 30-kilometer exclusion zone.
Professor Legasov, is that you?
Minor details, General Secretary. Premier Ryzhkov.
He determined. Look, Professor Legasov, you are there for one reason only. Do you understand?
I want to know when this will be over.
The half-life of plutonium-239 is 24,000 years, so perhaps we should just say not within our lifetimes.
Oh, because he did seem like he was being pretty, receiving, accepting. He just seemed willing, until Legasov got on the phone.
What will happen to our boys?
Divers.
Divers, the firefighters, the men in the control room.
Ionizing radiation tears the cellular structure apart. The skin blisters.
That's like pain on a cellular level. Your cells is breaking down.
Subside. Patient appears to be recovering. Cellular damage begins to manifest. The bone marrow dies. The organs and soft tissue begin to decompose.
While you're still
The
living.
arteries and veins spill open like sieves, to the point where you can't even administer morphine for the pain, which is
Whoa!
unimaginable. 3 days to 3 weeks, you're dead.
You can go to 3 weeks
That is what will happen to me.
Your body just...
We've gotten a steady dose, but not as much of it. Not strong enough to kill the cells, but consistent enough to damage our DNA. Cancer. Or aplastic anemia. Either way, fatal.
I'm just really stuck on the fact that when he was talking about the firefighters and the men that went in, he was saying that the body's just gonna start decomposing in a way that you can't even administer morphine. So they have to just deal with that pain.
Now you know why I wanted to take a walk.
That's wild.
I presume the work site is bugged. Rooms, even our bathrooms.
Which is
Been
crazy.
here the whole time.
Wow.
Of course, they've been there the whole time. It's because they want us to know.
I mean, that explains more so as to what happened with Comrade Legasov, because we saw what happened to him in the first episode, and it's like, how do you get there? Which is just so sad to know that we lose him. That's my girl. I loved her in the last episode.
The fuel is melting faster than we expected.
I know. I have a plan. Something I wanted to ask you, comrade, but I see you're already asking yourself the same question.
Why did it explode?
We still don't know.
I've worked the numbers over and over, presuming the worst possible conditions in an RBMK reactor, and I always get the same answer. It's not possible.
You're not going to solve this here.
Is she saying somebody
Not on paper.
did this?
Dyatlov, Akimov, Dr. Nov, they're all in Moscow. Hospital number 6. We need to find out exactly what happened that night.
Right.
Moment by moment. If we don't find out how this happened, it will happen again.
This thing is getting pretty dangerous.
Who's in charge here?
I'm the crew chief.
I'm Shadov, Minister of Coal Industries. How many men do you have?
On this shift, 45 here, 100 in total.
I need all 100 men to gather their equipment and get on the trucks.
To where?
That's classified.
How you gonna say this classified?
Come on, then. Start shooting.
Oh,
You haven't got enough bullets for all of us. This is Tula. This is our mine. We don't leave unless we know why.
You're going to Chernobyl.
We dig up coal, not bodies.
The reactor fuel is going to sink into the ground and poison the water from Kiev to the Black Sea. They want you to stop that from happening.
wow.
How are we supposed to do that?
That's asking a lot. Chances are these 100 men will die as well if they have to go in. I love this contrast. The coal workers covered in like dirt, and then you got this, whoever this guy is, all dressed in this pristine baby blue shirt, and they're just, it's almost like their blood is on his hands in a way. I don't know. It just feels symbolic. He just came in with this,
Like the Minister of Coal.
like this corporate guy coming in thinking he knows a thing or two, and these are the people who are actually working the ground. And like he said, it's ironic that he's the Minister of Coal. He doesn't even look like it when these guys are actually out mining. Wow. Legasov was saying just the other day, he looked perfectly fine.
Don't touch her.
Not perfectly fine.
It's not safe.
They were all up playing cards.
Where are the others? They took them to a special room where they could. Tell me what you see outside. Tell me everything.
Kremlin, Spasskaya Tower, Mausoleum.
I told you. I'd show you Moscow, didn't I?
Thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. That's the other. I even recognize her. She really went undercover as a nurse. Is that Dyatlov?
Give me something else.
I'm a nuclear physicist.
Well then, comrade nuclear physicist. Unless you happen to have a butter and caviar sandwich on you, you can get out of my room.
I'm not good at this, Boris. The lying.
You ever spent time with miners?
Oh, they not gonna tell them the truth?
My advice, tell the truth.
Okay, good.
You can't work in the dark.
If we learned anything from the last episode, the telling the truth is 100% always the best thing.
Do these work?
To an extent.
So what's the job?
We need to install a liquid nitrogen heat exchanger underneath this concrete pad.
Okay.
So you have to get at it from underground.
Wait, what?
What's above the pad?
The core of the nuclear reactor.
Who's to say it won't
Potentially.
come down on them when they're
Is it gonna fall on top of us?
Yeah.
Not if you're done within 6 weeks.
Dimensions?
Break ground here. Dig a tunnel 150 meters to here. Because we need to keep disruption of the ground above to a minimum, you can't use any heavy machinery. It has to be done by hand.
We're gonna need more men.
Who?
400 at least to work round the clock.
Yeah.
How deep do you want this tunnel? 6 meters?
12.
Yeah.
12?
At depth, you'll be shielded from much of the radiation.
Listen, this guy, the coal miner, he got it all together. He got the questions. He's quick.
We can start in the morning. No. We start now. I don't want my men here one more second than they need to be. If these worked, you'd be wearing them.
He is so on the money. You know, I gotta start handing out my MVP stickers because he's the most valuable player this episode. You get a sticker, sir. But I mean, what they're asking them to do is actually insane. You want them to dig by hand 12 meters within 6 weeks? And I didn't even think about that. It's only 3 men that could get to digging at one time. Goodness, I'm just thinking about their lungs, the soot, the radiation. It's just...
What's it up to?
50 degrees.
Hey, you! We need fans.
For what purpose?
Who's talking to you?
Oh, comrades.
It's 50 degrees in there. We can't breathe without masks. We need ventilation.
Fans will put dust in the air. The dust will go in your lungs.
I've been breathing dust in my lungs for 20 years.
Sorry. For your own good. No fans.
Oh boy. But I mean, as far as health goes, like, dust getting into the lungs, I don't know. At this point, that seems like the least of our worries.
I'm a nuclear physicist with the Chernobyl Commission. I want you to tell me everything that happened on the night of the accident.
I want to tell.
Your official title was...
My name is Leonid Fedorovich Toptunov. I am the senior reactor control chief engineer at Chernobyl nuclear power plant.
Senior engineer. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh my.
Have you been here this whole time?
No one said I should leave.
I did.
She said 30 minutes, yep.
Where have you been? And his sore stick to his gown when he soils himself 5 times a night. I've been looking after him. Where have you been?
It isn't safe for you
He's
here.
my husband.
Not anymore. He's something else now, do you understand?
Oh.
He's dangerous to you. Go home.
Please. It won't take much longer. I don't want him to die alone.
Stay on the other side of the plastic, or I'll have you removed by security.
It's crazy to think that this has only been 9 days after the explosion. How aggressive this entire thing has been. Seeing their bodies break down on a cellular level, and it's just heavy. I don't know what type of effects for her and the baby that's gonna have when she's touching him.
Fire's out. It's out, Valera. The miners are making incredible progress. They say the whole job will be finished in 4 weeks. I know the job isn't over, but it's the beginning of the end.
Is it? I think it's the start. It's the start.
So the power level jumped from 200 to 400 megawatts.
Very fast.
Why didn't you initiate an emergency shutdown? Why didn't you press the AZ5 button?
I did. I reported the increase to Akimov, and he pressed the button.
Did he?
Leonid, that's not possible.
I swear. I saw him do it. And that's when it exploded.
What? Wait.
Which room is Akimov?
27.
I pressed it before the explosion. Before I shut it down, I pressed SF5.
Thank you, Comrade Akimov.
I did everything right.
I'm trying to put the pieces together.
Get out. Let me go. Stop it.
Stop it! You let her in that room, inside the plastic, touching him.
Oh.
Did you know she's pregnant?
It's not true.
What kind of a place is this? Where is her protection? Do you have any idea what you're dealing with?
Of course I do.
People are going to hear about this.
Wait.
People are going to hear. Do you understand? Everyone is going to hear.
What is everyone going to hear?
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Is that the guy that's been lurking?
You can check this. My name is
We know who you are.
Oh.
What is everyone going to hear?
Nothing. Ain't no way this is happening. This ain't no way. I don't know how Chernobyl keeps doing it. There's no way things could possibly get worse. They proceed to get worse. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this.
I'm working on it.
Work harder.
Boris, I'm working on it. Brave helicopter crews successfully extinguished the fire. The miners are working heroically to ensure that the fuel does not reach the groundwater, and there's no longer a threat of additional explosion.
Oh, yeah?
And they and everyone in this room are to be commended.
There's going to be
Since
something.
the unfortunate release of information directly following the accident, we believe that there has been no further lapse. Professor Legasov will now speak about the work that remains.
The immediate danger is over. Now I'm afraid a long war must begin. There is an enormous amount of radioactive debris and contamination spread out across a zone of approximately 2,600 square kilometers. This entire region must be completely evacuated.
See, I knew something was coming.
All animals still surviving within the zone, presumed contaminated, and will have to be destroyed.
Destroyed?
The spread of radiation and disease. Every rock, every tree, the very ground itself has absorbed a dangerous amount of radionuclides. We will have to rip up the top layer of Earth and bury it under itself. Approximately.
Wow.
And finally, there will be deaths.
What amount of time?
Expect this liquidation effort to take 3 years. And approximately 750,000 men.
3
including a number
years?
of doctors.
How many deaths?
Thousands. Perhaps tens of thousands.
Begin at once.
My.
Conrad Chakov.
Larry.
My associate was arrested last night.
Sorry, I don't know who you're talking about.
You are the first deputy chairman of the KGB.
That's why I don't have to bother with arresting people anymore.
But you are bothering with having us followed.
Oh.
Comrade, I know you've heard the stories about us, but we are not what people say.
Oh, really?
Yes, people are following you. They follow me.
But you're the
KGB
chairman.
is a circle of accountability.
You know the work we're doing here. You really don't trust us.
Of course I do. Trust but verify.
That's not trust, baby.
And the Americans think Ronald Reagan.
Trust but verify. It's not trust.
So you will be accountable for her?
Like also?
Then it's done.
What do you mean by him being accountable for her? In what way?
Naive idiots are not a threat.
They let a pregnant woman into a room with a... They were stupid. I was stupid. Dyatlov won't talk to me. Akimov, his face was gone.
You want to stop?
Is that a choice I even have?
Maybe the miners I've told to dig under the reactor will save millions of lives. Maybe I'm killing them for nothing. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to stop, but I can't. You're compelled.
To keep
The problem
going.
has been assigned and you'll stop at nothing until you find an answer.
Because, I mean, both of them, they're really at the forefront of this, trying to figure out what's the best way to stop it, contain it, control it.
Did you know that they were running a safety test? Akimov says they shut the reactor down, and Toptonov confirms it. They pressed AZ5.
Apparently not soon enough.
They say Akimov pressed AZ5, and then the reactor exploded. They both agreed. They were adamant.
What does that mean, then?
Do you think it's possible?
I think it makes no sense. I believe them. I'll go back to the hospital and re-interview Akimov and Toptonov, if they're still awake.
They're not.
These the evacuation papers. Oh no, they're enlisting men. Wow. I don't even thinking about it. She didn't even have a picture of him, but just a pair of his shoes. Just looking at all the effects of the core exploding, like the core exploding, it seems so far like it's the least of our worries, because there's been so many chain reactions that have ricocheted from this explosion, and it just doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. There's literally one thing after another. That's why when Legasov was giving his briefing, I was like, okay, what's next? Because there's obviously something every episode. And then Mr. and Mrs. Ignatenko, like some of those scenes, seeing those firefighters in the hospital, like the aftermath of the radiation, and then Legasov was explaining what like the radiation exposure is doing to their bodies on a cellular level. Their arteries and organs are just spilling out with inside of them, and you can't even administer morphine in the midst of all of that. That doesn't even begin to explain how excruciating that is. Like, I don't even think that we could like fathom what that could possibly feel like, because what? Your body is breaking down on a cellular level and decomposing from within? Like, what? And so just like the whole episode was like, what? And then, you know, my girl, the physicist, her and Legasov both, they understand the severity of the situation, and they're always going out of their way to protect people. And I mean, they're doing it even at the cost of their own lives. Like, the core exploded, we have to deal with the aftermath. He said, just the ground, the earth there is so harmful, you have to remove. He said the plants, even the top layer of soil has to go because it's just that potent. Those, what did he call them? Radiomolecular. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know what he called them. It was like radiomolecular particles. It was something along those lines that's like left in the plants and the dogs. Like the dog, like the I don't know why I specifically said dogs, but all the animals, the plants, like nothing can produce. Like, it's just that toxic, and it's like, wow. And so it was just a lot to take in, this whole episode. What episode of Chernobyl is not a lot to take in? And then uncovering the mystery about what happened when they said that Akimov and the other guy, he said that he saw him hit the AZ5 button, but when he did that, like, the reactor exploded. So like, what does that mean? Like, does that mean that it was set up, or did something faulty happen? Like, I don't even understand, but we're gonna get to the bottom of it, I'm sure of it. But Chernobyl episode 3, and then the coal miners, yo, they just came in with this attitude, like, tell us the truth, what's gonna happen to my men, you know? Like, he just had just such a rawness. I really liked him, and they really got to work. Episode 3, we're like halfway there, just 2 more to go. Like, I feel like we just started, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Go ahead and tap that bell so you don't miss any more of my videos. And if you'd like to see more content, click on one of these over here. Until next time, guys.